This episode was a barrel of laughs. That's all it was, man. It was a lot of little segments put together to make a very, very entertaining episode. I was wondering how they were going to end this series. We still have one more episode to go. It's just that right now they're kind of doing like some series this season has been doing where they're not very climactic with their ending of the seasons, which has been going on. I think Ron Pale Girls in Dungeon has been doing it. Mahou-sama Retry is doing it. A lot of animes this season aren't ending things on a very climactic note. So it gives hope for people to say, okay, hopefully there'll be a season 2 or a continuation of the product. But without further ado, let's talk about the actual episode. Starting off with the training regiment. It was funny. Nothing like waking up to an ass whooping early in the morning. That's exactly what Tanjiro got, man. Like those stories you hear in military or boot camp where everyone's pissed off at some certain individual. So they beat them up while they're in their sleep. You're all asleep, nice and cozy. That's why the drill sergeant is saying, make sure you sleep with one eye open, or you learn to sleep with your eyes open completely. Because the people would come up with their loaded socks, just ready to beat the holy hell out of you. Like, However, Tanjiro insisted on this, so he would be trained. Like, it's that kind of training where you need a certain discipline that I believe that in our society in America we're leaving out. To really progress, you need that kind of hurt, that punishment, in order to really improve. So when you did get punished when you're doing your training, you know not to do that. When you do like take a test and something like that, and sometimes people repeat the same mistake. I've seen it before where people take the same test over and over again, but they'll repeat the same mistakes because they're not having that punishment saying, don't do that. You don't do that. Don't think you can do that. No matter how much it makes sense to you, that's not how it works. So you need that. And it was good that he did. And as time went on throughout the episode, he got better and better to the point that he was able to complete all his tasks. He was able to destroy both small and large gourds. And he got better and better. Now, left was with Inosuke and Zenitsu. Tanjiro will train just for sake of training because he actually has a true goal in mind, is to help out his sister and to defeat the head of the demon clan. So he has a goal in mind. Because of that, he has initiative and he has a motivation. However, Zenitsu and Inosuke don't have that. And because of that, they don't have that motivation to train like Tanjiro does. They gave up halfway. But you gotta find everyone has their drive. And Shinobu knew exactly what it was, When Inosuke is provoking him that if you're so amazing, why can't you do it? Like, come on, show me. This should be nothing to you. And of course, Inosuke fell for it, and he got strong. And as for Zenitsu, it's so simple. He just needs a cute girl to cheer him on. He just needs a cheerleader. Zenitsu is actually very talented. It's just that he's a unique kind of talent, and he needs that certain push. He feels very inferior to his peers. But all he needs is that push. That's the one to tell him, not just anyone, but a beautiful girl or woman to tell him, you can do it. And as you clearly see, he is indeed doing it, man. That was hilarious. And then we get into some backstory of Kano when she was flipping the coin, which I wanted her to do that, and they did actually. So this episode actually was a mixture of different chapters, believe it or not. They added in some bonus chapters into it in order to become a fully fledged episode. So you can see they're taking some bonus stuff and they're adding it on there. And I like it. Not a lot of shows will take the bonus chapters from the manga and add into the show every now and then. Not a lot of them do that. So I applaud Ufotable for going out of reach to do that. Thank you. Now, with Kano, she went through what a lot of children back then went through, and a lot of them do actually now overseas in third world countries. Do you remember back in the day, you see so many commercials about those children from third world countries, but you don't see that no more? All you see is all let's strike Chick-fil-A and stuff these days. You don't see any important things anymore on the telly anymore. So there are children out there even to this day that suffer like that, where their parents died or their parents gave them up, or they went missing from their parents, and they're sold. And that's unfortunately is the sad truth. And luckily, she was actually saved by Shinobu and her master. So we get to see Shinobu's master and how Shinobu was in the past. And it's reasonable. You mellow of age most of the time. You clearly see Shinobu was like any normal person. She seems to be, everything seems to get to her. She seems to be a very aggressive person, pretty angry. But I guess her master teachings taught her to cool down, to mellow a bit, And the thing about Kano is that she didn't know how to decide things for herself. She was a very emotionless person and just went with the flow of things. So for her to make her own decisions, the master gave her a coin. You flip the coin and you'll make a decision where you want to do something. And you'll keep doing it until the day you'll be able to find someone to help you, motivate you to make your own decisions. So I guess to this day, she still has the coin on her. And I can't tell which one's heads or tails. So she was asked she would train with Tanjiro and them. But I guess the coin said no, I guess. Who knows? But it would be cool seeing Kano on their adventures, just them training and stuff. That would be pretty cool, Because, of course, you have Nezuko, but she's sleeping most of the times. She only comes out when things are serious danger, like for Tanjiro. But wouldn't it be cool to see Kano on their adventure? That would be nice. Unfortunately, she does not. Yeah, I know, it's a bummer, but she will have some arcs on her own and some development too as time goes on, but that's a story for another day. Tanjiro and Inosuke gets their swords back. It seems like the sword forgers are very serious about that. They can't stand when you break their swords. Like, oh my god, how dare you? Do you know how hard I worked on that? And now I gotta make you another one for free? Man, you better not break this one. But with that being said, it was understandable. They're going against some enemies that they were not prepared to really face, so the fact that they're even alive is a freaking miracle. And of course, Inosuke got his new dual edge. He looked nice and beautiful, but he loves that rough, ragged edge part of his blade. It resembles who he is as a character. So I like how he just took the rock or stone and started banging against the sword and continued doing it anyways. Now, one thing I like to end on a note with this is with Tanjiro and his past when it comes to the fire breathing and the flame breathing. He tried to ask Shinobu about this, but apparently she knows nothing about it. But probably the other guy, who's one of the strongest, left out, knows something about it since he is a fire breathe or flame user himself. So the question is I can't remember, was Tanjiro's fire and the other dude was flame? So I guess there's a big difference between the two. I guess between fire and flame. Question is, what's the difference between fire and flame? Who knows? You need to go back to my dictionary and remember. I think a flame is just a little flame. I don't know, man. I'm second guessing here. I don't know. But it gives you something to think about. But there's a big mystery behind it. And I'm guessing, as time goes on, will Tanjiro learn to master this technique? But if he does, will it cost him something? Because as you can clearly see, the father was weak as hell, skinny. So I believe that there's a drawback to a certain technique that Tanjiro has learned that he saw his father doing. So we'll probably get more on that. But won't happen until probably later on throughout the season, like season 2 or something. And that was it. After this, they'll do some comeback training, and then they're on their way for their next mission. And that's it. This episode was very, like I said, very entertaining, most pleasing. I really enjoyed it. And we have one episode left, man. Yep, summer is ending and fall is beginning. And I gotta say, this has been a very rare summer. To tell you the truth, summer usually don't get good anime. Not a lot of them. So this has been a very unique, different kind of summer when it comes to anime. Not a lot of good shows really do come out on the summer. But it did for anime, which is a big shock for me, anyways. So, anyway, if you enjoy this review, you like my content, help out, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been the Madcrown on Anime, signing out.